So say you're in a car accident, you have a coverage, and you get sued. Well, you're covered up to the amount of the policy. But then you say to yourself, well, what if I'm in an accident and the person who I sue doesn't have sufficient coverage? Am I going to chase their personal assets? It's hard to do, and then you find yourself in a very unpopular position. You know, the person has personal assets, you don't want to hurt them, they didn't try to hurt you. So how can you protect yourself? Well, you can buy what's called supplementary under-insured motorist coverage. Everybody carries a minimum amount of what they call SUM coverage, but it's the additional SUM that you can purchase up to the same amount of your policy. So let's say you're in a bad auto accident and your coverage is $500,000 single limit. The driver of the other vehicle has a $25,50 policy. If you have that SUM, you can make a claim against your own company, which is litigated. It's not litigated in court. It's resolved in arbitration. So if you have that additional supplementary underinsured motorist coverage, you can then recover against your own company for the difference between the $25,000 policy that the driver had and the $500,000 that you have. So in a sense, you've now protected yourself as well as you've protected everyone else.
With that supplemental insurance, is there a risk that after the accident, your premium is going to appreciate drastically, or is there some level of forgiveness the insurance companies look at?
Well, the insurance companies are only going to raise your premium. I shouldn't say this because I don't work for an insurance company, but from my experience, they're only going to raise your premium if you have the accident marked against you. And furthermore, if they increase your premium, go find another insurance company. But if they find that the accident was your fault, then they may raise your premium. But if you bring an SUM claim, the presumption is it wasn't your fault. You're the one who's injured, and you're bringing the lawsuit. There's another thing that I always think is interesting about SUM. People come in and they have 300,000 single limit policy, or a 300 policy. That's 100,000 per person, 300 per occurrence. And then they have the basic minimum SUM coverage, $25,000. And I said to them, you just insured the rest of the world far better than you insured yourself. If somebody else sues you, they can recover up to $300,000, whatever the extent of your policy is. But if you're in that same accident and you're suing them, you've only got coverage to $25,000. So get the extra SUM, protect yourself.
So I guess the rule is be sure you talk to your agent.
Absolutely.
Before signing that bottom line and understand all the nuances.
That's it. That's why I always encourage somebody to talk to an agent. And I'm not being paid here to promote any independent insurance agent. It's just that you're getting professional advice.